All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Mexico City Diablos and the Indianapolis Colts. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. At their own 26-yard line.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Watch out, watch out.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Watson. Dixon complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Show it in, show it in. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Penny, a first down carry. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
At the 47-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Don't get nervous. 36, 36. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Check 52.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
Big stop, big stop, let's go. Alert. Check back 47. Hey, we got 9
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Blue down. Now alert. Minus 47. Let's go.
Here's Watson. Flushed out right. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Penny will try to punch it in, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Watson, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jordan Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Set, ready? 10 Lobo.
Squeeze, double.
Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Set. 60 outlaw.
Now.
2nd and 11. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They'll look to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also move the sticks.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Cameron Meredith, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting it.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense is going to take over at their own 20-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Yeah, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
From the 27, Watson. They set up the screen to Penny. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Escaping the pressure right. Now the ball comes out.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit And in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on fourth.
Here we go. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Here we go. Sponge.
On fourth down, Watson completes it to Dixon. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Watson now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Now Rashad Penny. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on second and 8. Watson. The catch made by Hopkins. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Rashad Penny, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead.
And Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on fourth down.
And that's set up everything in the end result, the short touchdown run. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. That'll bring up second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Ready. 60 or.
Second and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Zach Cunningham. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. He'll look to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you score.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Back to throw here. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And he comes back with one complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Watson now at 200 yards already in this first half, and he's not done yet. 1st and 10.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. 10.
Watson looks to throw again. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us where they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now back to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking deep here and this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 26. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Completes this one to Meredith. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll drop the throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. A big seam and he might go all the way. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Now McManus for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And some room to work. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the 3rd quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup, 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
19. 55. And watch that. 59. Check right. Watch 55. I got it. 55, Mike. 55. Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get it.
He's got a man. Complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A huge play that time for the Colts. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. On 2nd and 10, Watson, and they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
19. Come on. Tight as Ringo. Tight as on Ringo.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson, Dixon, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
No time now.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Ready, ready. 8, read.
Here we go, here we go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Here's 2nd and 8. That's complete to Marlon Mack. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
So, my man, I pose this question to you. How do you get to be the number 2 defense against the rush in the NFL?
Be better than number 3, I guess.
Okay, right.
And make plays like that, right?
Well, you know, you're right. At its basic, be better than number 3, but you really nailed it. Make plays like that on a consistent basis.
On 2nd down, it's Mack. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll look to throw here. And he connects with Ebron. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready? 94.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Get it.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Cameron Meredith, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with the touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
Now Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory.
Let's go.
The Clemson connection. Watson to Hopkins for a big one. 55 yards. back now in Indianapolis as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Watson. Thomas has got it, complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On second down, here's Penny. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Rashad Penny with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Right here, guys. Fight 51.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll set up a throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
Our time. It's our time. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson got an open man. It's QT. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards there. 1st down.
Mexico City, 1st down.
This is Penny. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Watch the screen.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Now it's Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let's go. 50, plant.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go.
Five.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He completes this one to Mack. There he goes left side. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Extra point by Mara, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This is a one-score game, but touchdown. Penny hit, and the ball is jarred free. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They hand off to their big tight end. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. The second down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll run it with Mack. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Here's Watson. Open man is QT, complete. And they work this out past the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. And Watson's going to throw it here.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
I know he ain't got it.
Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. That's caught at the 25. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
A gain of 29 yards. And a Mexico City 1st down.
50 set. 20. And 31.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So with a big gainer anyways, they'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down at the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
Hey, Zoo.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for our visitors, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Yellow, there's a little lady.
Watch the leg.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Check, Charlie. Check. Motion.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. If I missed him, it would have been a long night.
Now Mahomes' throw complete to his tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46.
Pull it together. Mike 5-4.
Mahomes to throw once more. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And again, it's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes is for his running back, McCoy. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Throwing is Here's Mahomes on third. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You have the interception on the first play of the game. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Darren Lee came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now Mahomes going to get this one to Hill. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Now it's Mahomes again. Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. Shoot, shoot, slam. Yellow.
Mahomes to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Tano Passanio, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check, 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 check. Bang, 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 bang.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-lib.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Goddard. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line. Now Mahomes. He finds McCoy. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. The tight end, Kelsey, was the intended target.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. That's a tough combination to defend. You know Patrick Mahomes has the big arm, and he's got the elusiveness and the speed. So even though you force him from the pocket, he's still dangerous.
Bad idea, in my opinion, to force him from the pocket. Do everything possible to hem him in and make him make the throws from right there in the center of it. And look, we know he's got the big arm. You just noted that. But when he gets outside, it puts so much stress on your defense, trying to locate where receivers are, make sure you're covering them, and he can throw the ball the length of the field, so you just tell a receiver, just keep going. He'll find him, and he did there.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City 1st. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the 1st half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. We saw this a lot in the 1st half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now here's Mahomes. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Forced out to his left. Going deep here. And got his man complete. 20, 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
53, Mike, 53. Pick it up, pick it up.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Shotgun now for Brees. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
Ready. 95-56. Let's break it down, fellas. Break it down.
On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze, and it's hauled in by Jared Cook. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
First down.
Check. Yellow lady, yellow lady.
Check. 53 is right. Let's pick it up. It's out of time.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. He's got Smith here. Pushing his way through. A good pickup there, 21 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive going to plan so far. Now Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. A toss to Murray. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. So it's third and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. Ginn has it complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Breeze going to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game.
Yellow. I'm the little lady.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch twist.
Easy.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Out to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Mahomes now on 1st down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's Kelce on the ground. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now it's Mahomes again. And this is caught by Watkins. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Touchdown, New Orleans. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other as they are now on the board here in the first half.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They go play action here on first down. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ballgame. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Mahomes to throw once more. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Check 56. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
Mike 54. Go.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Mahomes going to throw. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass, and the Chiefs have taken the lead. Butker on for the PAT. got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Breeze. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Daniel Sorensen there on the coverage.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A beautiful fake. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything.
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Mike 56. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
Mike 56. Come on, come get some. Come on here, come get some.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown.